What's up, Purple Nation? Today, we're going to talk about something that could completely change the course of the Minnesota Vikings in 2025. CAP space. According to SpotTrack, the Vikings were projected to have over $61 million available this offseason. But there's even bigger news. The NFL has announced that the salary cap will increase to somewhere between $277.5 million and $281.5 million. That means more money to spend. With this increase, the Minnesota Vikings can make some strategic moves in the market. The question is, how will they use this extra cash? Since Kwesi Adofo-Mensah took over as GM, the Vikings have avoided overpaying in free agency. They have focused on strategic signings, prioritizing roster balance instead of spending everything on a single player. But will this cap space boost change the front office's mindset? Will they go after a big-name player, or will they continue targeting multiple key additions? The Vikings still have needs to address. Small Blue Diamond, the defense needs reinforcements, especially on the defensive line and secondary. Small Blue Diamond, the offense also has gaps, mainly at quarterback and offensive line. Small Blue Diamond, Kirk Cousins' future remains uncertain, which could heavily impact decision-making. Key free agents. Aaron Jones was a crucial part of the offense last season. Is he worth re-signing? The RB is already 30 years old, which might mean a more affordable contract. Byron Murphy Jr. is also out of contract. With the increased cap, he could demand more money. Can the Vikings afford him, or will they need to find another cornerback in free agency? There are also rotational players who could be retained on cheaper deals. But instead of just keeping players, should the Vikings think bigger? With such a huge cap increase, the Vikings could enter the race for elite free agents. Potential big-name targets. American football on defense. If they want to spend big, names like Chris Jones, DT, could be an option. American football on offense. What if the Vikings target a top WR to pair with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison? American football at QB. If Cousins leaves, could they go after a veteran quarterback? American football offensive line. Improving pass protection could be a major priority. American football secondary. Adding an elite safety or cornerback could make a huge difference. The Kirk Cousins dilemma. Cousins is already 36 years old and coming off a major Achilles injury. Will the Vikings offer him a short-term deal or move on? Police car light free agency options. Baker Mayfield, Ryan Tannehill, or another veteran QB. Police car light, the draft is another possibility. Should they trade up for a young quarterback? Police car light, how does this cap increase affect their decision? Does it help keep Cousins or make a new plan easier? Draft strategy and spending smart. With more money available, the Vikings can be more aggressive in the draft. Pushpin, they could trade up in the first round to get a quarterback. Pushpin, or they could focus on defense and take one of the top prospects. Pushpin, if they spend big in free agency, their draft strategy could change entirely. But remember, other teams also have more money. This means the market could inflate with higher salaries for elite players. Moneybag, the challenge for the Vikings is spending wisely and maximizing talent for the right price. Moneybag Adofo-Mensah has a history of balanced contracts and avoiding overpays. Moneybag, but with so much cap space, will he make an exception for a superstar? Moneybag, or will he continue building a deep and well-rounded roster? 2025. A defining offseason for the Vikings. The salary cap increase gives the Minnesota Vikings a unique opportunity. They can significantly strengthen the roster and fix multiple weaknesses at once. But extra money also means extra pressure. Where should they invest? And how can they avoid bad contracts? American football, the decision on Kirk Cousins and the future QB will be the biggest storyline of this offseason. American football, will they make a blockbuster signing or stick to a more conservative approach? Thinking face, what would you do with all this money? Would you go all in on a star, or would you spread the cash across multiple positions? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Vikings updates. Skol. With free agency approaching, stay tuned for all the Vikings moves. We'll break down every signing and its impact on the team's future. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. The 2025 season is shaping up to be an exciting one for the Vikings. Purple Heart, will we finally see a Super Bowl contending team? Purple Heart, the fans want titles, and this offseason could be the key to achieving that goal. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Skol. Movie Camera American Football.